Hello, Margaret Toomey Public School students, families, and staff. It's Mr. Wilson, and today I'm actually driving through Hamilton, Ontario on the QEW, or the Queen Elizabeth Way, which is a very busy divided highway in southern Ontario. It's this week's Margaret Toomey Public School Principals Update, and I want to start out with a huge thanks to our occasional staff. We continue to owe a massive debt of thanks and gratitude for occasional staff who come and support our students in school. This includes support staff like educational assistants, child and youth workers, early childhood educators, and our secretarial staff, among others, and occasional staff who have come in to take on teaching roles, both as qualified and unqualified teachers. We have a number of people, both new and returning, who have come to help support our lunch breaks, both nutrition inside and a little bit of outside time. Thank you to all of the new and returning faces who bring their best every day for our Ravens school community. It means a lot to me that you join us as a staff member and give back to our students. And I know it means a ton to our families because we can continue offering the programs and services that are important to all of us. So there's Hamilton Harbor right behind us. And what else do we want to talk about this week? All right, Ravens and families, so I'm not in Hamilton anymore. If you look behind me, I bet most of you can tell me what that big, tall tower is behind me. That's right, I'm in Toronto now. And the next thing I want to talk about are some of the things that are on my mind about school community and a sense of belonging. We continue to experience some challenges around community and bullying, especially outside during that soccer time with the grade 4s, 5s, and 6s. Ravens families, I've talked about this before, and I continue to be challenged by how we can get along together and focus on fun and teamwork and skills development, and less about who's winning and who gets the best kicks and passes. We're seeing some of these behaviors lead to some not so nice interactions where some of our Ravens are tripping and pushing each other. They're keeping other people from having possession of the ball and just not being positive members of the school community. So again, families, if you can have those conversations at home about what being a positive member of the school community is, I would appreciate it. The second thing I want to talk a little bit about is just a reminder of our new legislated requirement, or our big rule that we have to follow around social media and cell phone use at school. Now, luckily we're an elementary school, so we don't see a lot of cell phones, but we see some. And we have seen a resurgence or a reappearance of cell phones in our grade 7 and 8 class, and that's led to a little bit of unnecessary school drama around social media sites. Cell phones are not to be used, especially for social media, at any time during the school day. So as soon as kids get dropped off by parents, guardians, family members, or the bus, from the time our Ravens get home, that's no cell phone time. I'm happy to support families with conversations and resources if need be, but right now it's just a friendly reminder that we can focus on a lot of growth and learning and positives when we don't have the negative impacts and distractions of cell phones and social media to deal with at school. That brings me to my next point, which is collecting your feedback on issues like bullying, the sense of school community, and cell phones. Every year, we reach out to our students with a Our Schools survey. And this survey is designed to seek our students' thoughts, opinions, and feedback on their connection to school programs. You know, do the lessons that we teach connect with our students? Do they make sense? How do our students feel about issues like a sense of school community, bullying, even being introduced to issues like substance abuse, sex education? Really important, deep issues are addressed in this very important survey. And it's a survey that's conducted across Ontario with all public schools for students from grades 4 right through to 12. So for Ravens, this week you will be getting login information to complete your Our Schools survey, and we look forward to getting that feedback so I can use the information to make important decisions about our school to move us forward in a good way. All right, Ravens, I'm still in Toronto, this time on the Toronto waterfront. And now that we know about the Our Schools survey and how important that is, I also want to talk about some of the academic work that we are doing at Margaret Toomey to support our Ravens, specifically with numeracy and literacy. So for literacy, we have been using the Acadians screening tool to really focus in on our students' needs and strengths with reading. We use the screening tool to assess 5 different areas of reading, like reading comprehension and fluency, the ability to sound out vowel sounds, those kinds of things. And that allows us to monitor and track and target specific skills. So that's been happening in kindergarten to grade 6. And for students for families with students in kindergarten to grade 2, you're going to get some information with the benchmark skills for your kiddos this week. We're doing the same thing in math. We are using some screening tools to get some baseline information about needs and strengths for our students in math. For this, we're using a tool called Knowledge Hook, and the focus is grade 3 and grade 6 to get our initial information. We have Miss Pamaya, our incredibly talented and resourceful math coach, helping get that information for us. So lots of important academic support work happening at the school as well this week. Ravens, look at this fall foliage behind me. It's absolutely beautiful down here on the Toronto waterfront. And you're all wonderful too. And as we rock this last week of October and begin to transition into November, I just want to say thank you again to all members of our school community for doing the things, supporting yourselves, supporting one another, and just being mindful of the unknown baggage that we sometimes carry with us. Just be mindful of that and focus on taking care of yourselves and taking care of each other. Ravens, have a wonderful week. Cheers.